Penn State 30, Illinois 13. That's Nate Bauer. I'm Greg Pickel from BlueWhiteIllustrated.com. We're coming to you from the turf at Memorial Stadium. Nate, it wasn't always pretty for Penn State in this one, but they do improve to 3-0. The number 7 team in the country had some hiccups, I would say, along the way on offense.
Yep.
Had a field goal blocked, but defensively certainly came to play today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that first half, just in general, I thought it was a case of kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, right? I mean, they had opportunities. It wasn't as though Penn State, 3 turnovers in the first quarter alone, and to come away with those with only 3 points, I think obviously was, 6 points, was a little bit problematic. But yeah, they managed to grind out a win, and I mean, I think that just coming from where we're coming, the post-game press conference, that was the major theme, right?
Yes.
Was having this experience, and is it something that you want? No, obviously not. It's not the way that you draw it up, but there's something to be gained. There's something to be learned from this experience for this Penn State team.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That was James Franklin talking afterwards, basically saying every road win is pretty. We knew he was going to say that, and of course they're going to take whatever wins they can get. But there were some concerning things here. Obviously, without Trey Wallace, Penn State coach James Franklin saying that he was a medical holdout. Basically, the medical staff did not recommend he play today, so he did not. So without him, you could tell this offense still doesn't have a third receiver that it can rely on. Malik McClain, 2 drops. Liam Clifford's 1 catch set up a field goal, but I believe that was his only catch of the afternoon. And I think they're searching for answers there, and I think they had some issues with the offensive line a little bit today as well. Obviously, it's a very good Illinois front.
Yeah, you're going to drop some passes, and I think to me the bigger takeaway was Keandre Lambert-Smith's kind of lack of presence, right? I mean, he's a guy who obviously got flagged for a unsportsmanlike conduct, which is a detriment to what they're doing offensively, and just wasn't as big of a role as you might have anticipated for him. So when your second guy's out and then your first guy is a little bit quieter, they're able to quiet him down, and then you have to go into that next. I mean, it felt like waves almost of receivers who, look, we've been talking about this all preseason. It's not that these guys don't have talent, it's that they don't do it consistently. And so for Malik McClain, who's had a pretty nice start to the season with those first 2 games, this is it. This is the type of thing that happens, and this is the type of thing that they want to get cleaned up moving forward.
Yeah, Penn State's defense very opportunistic. I guess let's wrap up with this. Just reading around social media, the Lions Den message board at BlueWhiteIllustrated.com, I think a lot of fans in the heat of the moment changed their outlook on this Penn State team and what it's capable of in 2023. Did it change your mind about what you think this team can do?
No. Look, they very clearly have been no team is perfect, right? Everybody has flaws. Everybody has things that your opponent is trying to highlight. The things that you don't do well. And so does Illinois have maybe a little bit of a blueprint that it has set? Yes, in the sense that West Virginia did the same, or has done elements of the same thing, and Delaware did elements of the same thing in terms of defensively, what they're trying to do to limit Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. Like that's the whole deal, is put Drew Aller under some pressure and bottle up that running game. So, the fact that Aller had not a great day, but part of not a great day was the fact that his receivers dropped some balls, the fact that he had pressure, the fact that there were batted ball, right? I mean, even when he had opportunities to get the ball to his receivers, they were batting down passes. So that's happening. That's a thing that's going to happen to this team, at different points this year. So we'll see how they respond to this. It's all about what happens next. But no, I think this is still the fact that they were able to come out of this very clearly with a comfortable win. It never felt in doubt, even though scoreboard-wise it was. That has to be taken as a positive. It has to be taken as something that they're going to be able to build on, and I think that they will. Yeah,
Penn State played its backups for a majority of the fourth quarter, about the last 11 minutes in the game that, to your point, they were never threatened to lose the lead in.
I barely saw the fourth quarter because I was writing, all right? I mean, I was...
That's always the goal, buddy.
That's what you do, is when the game's out of hand, you want to be able to have the part of the game that is of consequence and in doubt, you want to be able to capture that. But guess what? In the fourth quarter, it wasn't. I mean, it just, with those 2 plays, with the Trey Pot touchdown in particular, that was it. It was over at that point.
All right. Well, we'll wrap things up here from Memorial Stadium. More coverage at Penn State, Illinois at BlueWhiteIllustrated.com.